Menu narration off. Enable text to speech to allow voice narration of.
That's off. God damn it. Where's colorblindness? Yeah. Closed captioning for game minutes. Fuck it, put it on. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just start. Start the game with these settings. Primitive off. Primitive cannot be turned on. Put the switch. Confirm. Confirm. What a load.
London. What a town. History around every corner and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am.
Get him, Dalton.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Any idea what we're up against, Bailey?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
She's the bad guy at the end of the game.
Carefully, Dalton.
I'm making a bet right now.
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
She just becomes too radical. Oh, that's fucking cool.
What is this rubbish?
Excellent.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Wow, this guy fucking punches. Open and close. Oh, there's some. Oh.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Yes. Oh, go back to... Man, I haven't played some fucking Watchdogs in a while. Was there no one from that? Really? Oh. Yeah. Excellent. Oh shit.
They've got loads of DedSec gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way. Staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are gonna blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
I don't think there's anything I can grab right now. But... Feels weird. Let's see if I can... adjust the camera sensitivity. Controller, gameplay, audio, language, HUD, display. Can adjust the thinks I'm playing on a massive television. Back. It didn't do shit. Adjust the size of the frame area if no HUD is displayed. Do I need to do this? Okay, now I feel silly. Only microphone is being broadcast while I look at my Ubisoft. Alright, I got what I wanted. Resume. Oh. Is that telling me when I make sounds? Dalton, don't fuck up.
Right in the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
Yes.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises. Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake.
Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Shit. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
Let's have a look around.
Moving on, there's nothing here.
Bagley, update. Let's
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence.
This is a solid fucking weapon. Oh.
Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You nearly gave me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, opt, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
Okay.
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
Nope. God, I forget yourself.
Finding cover!
Up I go.
Where are you?
Show me something sexy.
Okay. Bingo. No.
Spooky.
Well done, Dalton Wolf. I'm impressed.
fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work? Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm? The plague, the Great Fire, the Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day.
No.
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my God.
What a line. It's time for a hard reset.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Today at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, terrorist responses. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
As crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
So 4 out of 5 are gone, which means the 5th one made a deal
by the government. Life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of
reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply don't support any other story.
And then I load. Oh boy. A trophy earned.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
Alright, we're looking for the closest person to resemble me, and then get my ass killed.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? side. Who better to pin it on?
I love it.
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next I have Crypto King.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see. I want to read all these bios. I'm gonna be super unfun. Athlete, bouncer, sneaker designer. Oh, this guy looks funny. Manicurist, board game designer, that's cool, that's fun. A cashier, banned for life from London Zoo. Why? Physician, working in Children's Hospital. Podcaster. Now that would be kind of cute. Former cryptographer. Stock photo model. She's just like a background meme character. Internet celebrity. Oh boy. Electrician. Body piercer. She's kind of cute. I don't know. Okay. Cashier technically is the closest, but I don't know why. Okay. I mean, it's either her or this body piercer. Oh, no, grandmother's deceased. Did not speak until age 16. Arrested for spraying Who is Lloyd on Lloyd's of London building. Deficient in iron. Ace. Nice. Searched for best paid jobs UK. No qualifications. We have so much in common. Let's see. Body piercer. Posted a review of Walkie Talkie as shapely as a boiled lolly. Arrested for spray painting Who is Lloyd. Oh, that's someone else. Attended London College of Beauty Therapy. Anime enthusiast. Posts social media account 10-minute haikus. Minea. I can't say that name. I don't... Runs hacker forum on dark web. That guy's a little too cheesy for me. Or maybe the doctor's kind of cool, and I like his outfit. Physician, this guy's 52 years old. Girlfriend. Suspected of self-administering. Agoraphobic, he doesn't leave. Born in Jamaica. Witnessed murder of oh my god. Reposted a news article, The Dangers of Healthcare AI. So I like him. And I like Louise Kent. I'll go with this guy. Clement Green will be the first member of your DedSec team. Continue growing your team by recruiting new members. Cool. Oh boy. My goal is I just wanted to hear a Jamaican guy the whole time, just because I miss GTA 4. And I miss Badman and my boy. who's blasting some fucking beats?
Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Alright.
Oh, he sounds sweet. This is not the right menu. This is the menu. Details. Oh, I'm tracking it now? Pardon me, I'm gonna be the best driver, but I am gonna make an illegal U-turn. Yeah, I've been watching gameplay of people play this fucking game and they just run over fucking everyone, and I'm like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of this being about saving London? Plus, I wonder if you accidentally kill civilians on the road, if that means you have removed them from London, like especially when you have permadeath on. I don't know. Anyways. Am I in the turning lane? I'll just follow this feller. Oh god, a roundabout. Okay. Merge, turn, stay on, and exit violently. I'm gonna be a model fucking citizen in this game. Switch lanes, please don't. Thank you. Oh, staying in this lane. Moving back over. Oh, I can't cut him off, god damn it. Guess I'll get in this lane. Need to go that way. Oh, excellent. Wow, they have fucking too many checkpoints. Oh boy, where did I park my car? Oh, so sorry. I was looking for a parking spot. Okay. This looks about right. What do my controls do? Toggle music? Oh, I'm excited of getting cussed at.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
As long as I don't have to cut my pant or lock some H and blood seal, we should be fine.
Oh my god. Oh, I love you. I like you so damn much. Oh boy. Sorry. Sawed off, everyone. Why is everyone so goddamn mad at me? Boy! This is not enough room in this fucking place. What is it? Oh. Seriously.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Thank you, Connie, for not initiating a fight with me.
Wish me luck.
Everyone out here's trying to fucking fight. No guns. I'm just gonna put my laptop down really quick. Nice. Okay. I am going to look at every part of this.
Hello? Anyone there? I better get the power back on.
Well, let me take me.
Coming up in today's episode of...
Can I not listen to fucking Christ? Okay, let's see data.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from Bloom's central command center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours, and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand anything, and Bagley pretty much gets everything right first time. Do you have any idea why Bagley really beat all the competition?
Well, it's really the data, isn't it? Ever since Broker hooked up with Bloom, that's when things changed.
And really, that's not actually that great. Bloom has data on everybody. They collect information about everything you're doing across the web through your optic headset. Isn't the AI only good because of Bloom's surveillance?
Well, I suppose so, but I'd prefer not to talk about that side of things. Bagley is so special because it's been trained on this huge cache of information. That's how these AI systems work. Or at least used to work. I mean, we don't really know that much about the latest version because there's so much secrecy around the tech. But they're given this huge amount of training data. It's basically a huge database that's used to teach the AI about patterns in behavior. You know, so if you always travel the same way to your house, it can predict when you're going to go and get a self-driving car ready for you before you even ask for it.
That's pretty terrifying. In some ways, I don't want this data to drive my life. It understands too much at times. Have you heard some of the rumors around the hacked version of Bagley?
I've heard mutterings, yes.
I've heard it's been used by DedSec.
I wouldn't put it past them. It's pretty well known that they're not fans of Bloom. But the idea of a souped-up version of Bagley, given it's already so intelligent, is a bit terrifying.
I wonder what they could actually make it do.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it...
Okay. Why do I have to walk like this? I am gonna look around. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But I see that down there. I will be there in a moment. Oh shit.
From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this. Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming round to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy time.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on the Bug this week, a new feature, the Bug Off feature. The person who has most irritated us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off. And to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol, but crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its 250,000 strong army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the Bug Off, Alice?
I think today's Bug Off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in the corner and cry.
That's it from the Bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's cute. I hope to meet Andy and Alice. They sound nice. Look at this fucking handsome man in his rain boots. I did not see those rain boots. Yeah, we're gonna change those as soon as fucking possible. The suit's fucking cool. The rain boots, I don't know why. Let's do this. It'll probably let me walk fucking faster. And that is what I want. No. Let me listen to this. No, I'll go back over there. I wish these would just play in the background.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds
Twitter
the
while
big
I
data
listen to all
beast.
these.
Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential on Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Like, data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really used to all of our services being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience. As smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects, gradually people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what they can do with the data. They can track anyone, find anyone, see what every individual is doing at any point in time. But I think there's even deeper reasons why this data empowers these huge companies to control our society and make us do things. So lots of predictive technologies which are implemented by these tech giants. It's not only interested in knowing what we're going to do, but influencing the patterns of our movement. So technologies might suggest routes to use in the city, places to go, restaurants to go to, cafes to go to, music to listen to. And these suggestions are not just predicting what we might like to do, they're actually influencing the way citizens move, think, eat, meet, and use their city as a space. So London has become a place where a small group of surveillance capitalist companies like Bloom can control the movements of individuals and orchestrate the way they move around their city and the way they essentially live, the things they do, the things they enjoy and the life they lead. So we're really kind of outsourcing our decision making, I would say, to a huge corporate capitalist company, and there's something very, very scary about that indeed. All these technologies can be used to not only influence us to act as the perfect consumer, but also to prevent us from doing radical and revolutionary things. So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behavior in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer, keeping the resistance informed. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember, nobody owns you but you.
Thank you, Tash. God, I really hope that gets updated or something, because I don't want to do that for every goddamn audio file. I just want it to play in the background so I can keep playing. And fingers crossed. I'll listen to this one.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about Sky Larson, the enigmatic founder of Broker Tech. Everyone knows her name, but no one knows too much about her. And we only really see her these days as a hologram. She was pretty young when she launched Broker Tech, the company that is best known for introducing Bagley to the world. Nowadays, it's hard to remember a world before Bagley.
And I think that what Sky Larson's done with Bagley is absolutely incredible. Bagley is the most advanced, significant AI of our time, and it's really blown all the other AIs that were created out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really imagine the optic without it. But what do you know about Sky Larson herself?
Not a lot, other than that she's actually pretty incredible. I've followed her work for a long time, and she's always been a pretty private person. I know that she supposedly grew up in the countryside, but there isn't actually that much more we know about her other than this tech that she's put out into the world.
I've always found it a bit creepy that she's so obsessed with this idea of transhumanism.
Why wouldn't you be? When you've got a mind as amazing as Sky's, why wouldn't you want to take what you've got and actually augment it by working with technology, by improving your physical self, changing your body and the world around you, implementing more technology to extend your life and really sort of extend human capabilities?
You sound pretty much in love with Sky Larson, I have to say.
I can't comment on that, but I am a big fan of her work. She's been one of these people that has transformed the world around us, and just watching how her mind works from afar is pretty incredible, because some of what the technology she's introduced has changed how we all live our lives, and Bagley has been this really incredible assistance to humanity as a whole. Did I ever tell you that I actually interviewed Sky Larson once?
Really? I thought she never spoke to the media or anything.
So this was a long time ago, back in the day when she was a little bit more accessible. And she was one of these people that just had an amazing presence. You were inspired by her very being, and she was just incredibly talented and knowledgeable, and one of possibly the best living people that I've ever met.
I'm not sure you're being too objective there. I mean, I imagine she's not very likable as a person.
She obviously despises humanity in some way. I think she believes that becoming data is preferable to being human. She's one of these people who's extremely methodical in everything that she does, and she does everything to perfection and really tries to change the world around her and make it a better place for us to live in.
If you say so.
I feel that, sister. What is this? A relic. First person. New Skies was a game released in London-based BritPlay software in 1989. A first-person arcade adventure tells the story of a soldier taking part in the human invasion of Mars. The player is tasked with crushing the resistance by... crushing a resistance movement by destroying secret alien weapons caches, propaganda materials, and Martian commanders. It was a dismal failure. BritPlay Software was liquidated, and CEO began a new career in the government intelligence. Whoa, where he found his ideas were working. Oh boy, nice. Okay, that's kind of neat. Okay, so I can find a bunch of like little tidbits like that in those little box things. Alright, I'll touch this. I know there's a thing up there because I saw someone play that, and I will go touch it. This is alarming.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Sabine sent me. I'm a friend.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
Oh, another audio.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that.
Oh, fuck. Please. God. Okay, whatever. I accept it. Wardrobe item. I will do that. I can't do anything until I upload Bagley. What do I really know?
That's it. I'm reconnected to the network. Downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Who could be brazen enough to set DedSec up for the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call.
Oh, this just lets me look at shit. Okay. I'm gonna treat this guy like a grandfather or something to the group. Then I'm just gonna hire a bunch of young people. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Tell me what it is.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type everything out. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk straight onto the tube. It even acts as a passport. No longer do I have to dig around and try and find my old paper passport just to travel somewhere. Also, I thought that optic's marketing strategy, making it free for people, was a stroke of genius.
Genius. Bloom was really calculated when it was doing that. It was pushing this draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody flocked to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got a whole company owning basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do, it's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the optics connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal, which means that your world might have a chance of becoming a bit more private again, so you could go back and enjoy all the great things about optic without that fear of surveillance.
With the optic, privacy's dead.
I feel that shit. I would never fucking be able to handle it. My Google searches can fucking understand that. Alright. This is freaking me out. It needs to stop that. Please just let me buy clothes. I literally only came home so I could buy clothes.
Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Well, Ross Clot, I'm glad you're still with us.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Listen me. As far as London is concerned, DedSec is responsible for the bombings. And anyone still working for them is persona non grata.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you.
Oh boy.
What do you say?
No. Decline right now.
Well, sometimes you have to do what's right.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec.
Totally cool. Okay. Please
Now,
let
it would
me.
be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Okay. Pick up. Tech upgrades. Get weapons. Cute little things. Okay. Let me press this. Go to here. That's pretty cool. It has double jump and sprint capabilities. It's a silencer. Oh, okay. These are some fun things I can get. Get the shotgun. Grenade launcher. Oh my god. Okay. The combat spider bond, the AR cloak, and the electroshock trap. Oh, and Knuckles. And a missile. Wow, that would be fucking violent. AR shroud. Okay. That's all stuff I gotta get, but let's Look at this handsome devil. Okay, let's equip my spider drone. Alright, back. Priority health. Priority cash, shorter team injury time. That's cool, okay.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called
Yeah,
a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
Yeah, oh my god, those boots are worse. We just need to get rid of those boots. I'm gonna be seen a mile away. Yo. What? It moves? That's fucking cool. Does this one move? No, it doesn't. Okay. Some fun glasses. Don't need to worry about that. Some of these, because always want to wear your mask while you're out in public. And bags. These are kind of cute. The future. Oh, that one's cool. Okay. Leg wear. Some punky vibes, but I'm not gonna force it. That's a cool shirt. Okay. I'm really interested because I've seen some clothes that look really fucking cool. It's like they have like not LEDs, but essentially LEDs in their outfits. Like this. Like, it's fucking cool. Okay, wardrobe. I should have. What is this? Masks. That's pretty nice. But let's go with this. Outerwear. That's cool. Yes, default. I can't stand these shoes, so we're going to get some new shoes. I can't be seen looking like a fucking weirdo. Okay. Cool. At least look normal. And from this day forward, we're gonna wear a mask. Do I want this one or this one? Or this one? Cool.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Okay, Connie. Calm down.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You want to get in on block. Find the weak point. You're getting it. That's it.
Excellent.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance.
Oh my god. Getting a Superman punch. Oh, hey, whoa, man. Wait, can I help her up? I didn't want to fucking murder her, I felt bad. Be nice, please.
Right, gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant! I'm working out how we find Zero Day and ruin their day, but I need someone with actual legs to do the legwork. Hope you're ready.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
Where would you like me to get started?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
Albions abuse their authority to consolidate power. They're holding on to it by keeping everyone afraid.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operations if we want to throw a spanner in their plans. You game?
Anything you need, Sabine, me there for you.
Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board.
I think I'm just gonna look around. Hiccup. Oh boy. Okay. Phone score 2. The plot against the Speaker of the House is confirmed tomorrow. The attack was nearly called off tonight, but I calmed down. The leader of the plot can't pass up the opportunity. Private. That's sus. Like, what kind of things do we have here? These are the only ones I really want. I want the box. Let's use expansions. Extra DedSec missions, 4 unique playable heroes, DedSec vehicle paint. $40 though. I'm not into that idea right now. Okay, data. Did I really get given all these? I didn't pick up this many. God, I'm not gonna listen to all this right now. Oh. Bugger, as they say.